Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about developments out of China recently. We saw the Chinese government ban cryptocurrency exchanges in the country. Now, the reason the government has done this is part of a broader plan to basically implement capital controls on its citizens in order to stop the capital leaving the country. So one way that the citizens were basically getting their money out of the country was through these cryptocurrencies, which offer anonymity from governments and whatnot from being able to track where the money is going. So now that that's being banned, I mean, I don't know if they can permanently ban it. We can see the intentions of the government is to do this from China. So now why have they done this right now? Well, I believe that's due to the yuan recently strengthening against the US dollar, which is seeing their exports fall. The way they're going to most likely bring this back in line is to debase the yuan. If the Chinese government or central bank was to debase the yuan, we're going to see citizens seek to preserve their wealth. And one of the ways they would have done this would have been through cryptocurrencies. But now that that avenue seems to have been at least marginally blocked, I believe what we're going to see going forward is Chinese investors increasing their acquisition of physical gold. So this is a trend I think we're going to see continue based on the recent decision by the government to ban one of the other avenues for getting capital outside of the government fiat control. This comes at a time as well when we've seen the gold price break out on the US dollar charts. As you can see from this chart here, we've got a clean break. Now this might retest, I expect it to retest and then commence a bull run. Now I'm not saying that this move by China is going to be the catalyst for it, but there's a lot of things going on the geopolitical landscape around the world which could act as a trigger event, whether it's North Korea, something in the Middle East. I mean, there's many potential trigger events. All bodes well for gold, and I believe that one of these events is likely to be the trigger event, although it doesn't really matter which event is going to be the one that causes it. I think we're going to see the gold run continue. Now, we know that governments as well also have an interest in keeping the gold price down and central banks. So keep this in mind, that even though the physical metal acquisition may increase, the paper price may not follow straight away. As we saw last week, a UBS trader was accused of rigging the gold market by essentially spoofing the market, which essentially means he was basically placing a whole bunch of sell orders on gold ETFs with no intention to ever sell. However, what it does is it tricks the algorithms, because as we know, most of these markets are now run by high frequency trading computers, that there's a lot of sell orders, and then basically they just look to dump the ETF, and hence the gold price goes down. However, I don't think this is going to continue long term, and I do think we're going to see gold commence a bull run. So if that's the case, it could be a good opportunity for getting into some of these gold stocks that they're obviously leveraged to the gold price, in terms of if the gold price goes up by 20%, they might see their share price double, although that's not always the case. However, that's generally how it works. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on going forward, as is the Federal Reserve, which is meeting over the next 2 days to decide what they're going to do with their interest rates. So keep an eye on that. But I believe the recent moves by China is a precaution to stop their citizens from basically getting the money out. However, I don't believe it's going to work long term. I believe cryptocurrencies will allow that avenue for people to move money around. I do also believe that the move is a bit of a head signal that they're going to debase the yuan, which is likely to lead to gold acquisition by Chinese citizens. So keep an eye on that going forward. Obviously, Federal Reserve, let's see what they're doing. I don't think they can do too much. They're kind of damned if they do, damned if they don't. They can either save the dollar or save the stock market. I don't think they can do both. It's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that, but I do believe long-term gold is looking good. If you want to get more videos as they come out, subscribe below. And also, if you want to get the latest news on markets in Australia and also small cap companies, visit smallcaps.com.au. See you soon.